FTL is good. You play it on your iPad a lot. I wondered if it would be fun for me on the iPad, because I get really into like the hotkeys and the like actions and everything and playing on no pause, but it might be a really good plane game, especially if I was willing to pause while I was on the plane. Hey, Reynold didn't steal our torch. So the big irritating thing at the start of the game here is that Nagati Knight starts with Kleptomaniac, which is probably the worst negative quirk that you can have in the game. He's gonna try to steal rewards from curios all over the place, sometimes in ways which, like, hurt him. Nasty bit of a surprise there. Whoa, bypass stealth, de-stealth. So the stealth mechanic goes on enemies as well. Okay. You've been farming the same boss in Borderlands 2 for several weeks now. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Guys, speed 1, the Crusader is also speed 1, so it's 50-50 whether the Crusader moves before the skeleton or not. You did? So, because we brought so many torches, I think I can snuff light here.
Wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Torches are 75 gold each, so it cost me 250 gold. 300 gold, I can't do math. 300 gold, effectively, to put the light back on, and we got... I think we got like an extra 1,000 gold out of the reward there. Plus we get to open this chest. And that's cool stuff as well.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
You know, I am capable of playing games without, like, a stream of consciousness about what's going on. That's how I usually play games when I'm not streaming. Were I playing FTL by myself on a plane, I would not be commenting on everything that happened. That would be incredible. I'm like playing mobile games at a party. Oh my god, I can't believe that I just did that. That was incredible. Wow. I'm creeping up on the world record here. And everybody else is like, just like slowly edging away from me. I'm gonna go damage on this acolyte. Did they turn down like accuracy or something? Feels very hard to hit anything right now. I would prefer to avoid the stun damage, but it may not be reasonable to do. Or stress damage, stun damage. Head in the game, Steven, come on.
A blazing star is born.
Bring back the cheat engine 1.3 times. Done. I was sort of missing it myself. Alright.
Eradicated.
That Acolyte just will not get hit. 13 dodge, huh? Apparently that's a lot of dodge. Do we turn the torches out again? Maybe? Let's just do it.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose
Your
is
cookie
made
never
clear.
die. Glad to see my channel is growing and growing. Slowly. We're getting there. I'm really happy with the community feel of the channel. Do we want to come back with the lights off to pick this up? Let's try it. Let's just push as much as we possibly can in this dungeon and see how much we can come away with. How many torches do I have left? 8. Okay. We've managed to surprise these enemies. Poison resist. Dodge. Oh my good, like, wow. We are just not having the best luck with our attacks. Is the takeaway.
The slow death, unforeseen.
What do I think about Darkest Dungeon's mechanics? Iron Snail asks. They can be a little bit exploitable in ways that aren't very enjoyable for the player. I think that's the biggest problem with this game. In general, though, it's just a really fun game. It's... I don't want to like say this and have it taken the wrong way, but it's a little bit of a simplistic game in terms of the combat rules. They have so many different monster types and hero classes that there's a lot of replayability anyway, but the combats themselves are pretty quick and usually fairly easy to navigate.
The darkness holds much
I love this game though. I've been looking forward to playing it for quite a while since hearing about the DLC that was coming out.
3 or 4 times, maybe. I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
how a life is taken.
Thank you very much for the $25 donation. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, or sometimes a very quick and brutal killer as well. That also happens on occasion. Whoa, what is this? Question marks. Whoa, interesting. Scooth! So the fellow, welcome to the stream. Is this like once you've used it once, it remembers what it does or something?
A fortune waiting to be spent.
That would be really cool.
Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Torchlight is out. Steve is a gambler. With this chant, we summon the Shambler.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
There's a new
We
feature
require
which
only
records
the
curio
strength to
actions
follow it.
over the campaign. That's so awesome. I love that. I love that. Oh, there's a curio here, though. I turned the lights on too early. Bit of a misplay. Bit of a misplay. I don't remember exactly how the rest of this is laid out. There's a fight here, I'm sure. And there's a fight there, I'm sure. I don't remember if there are fights in the corridors or rooms along the way. I think we go in at dim light. Some mechanics can be exploitable without being fun. You never found legendaries when Burst Laser 2 came out. That was before the Oh, Borderlands 2, I see. I've been playing a lot of Faster Than Light recently. Really? Wow. Skeletons don't often resist blight. Did they change it so 90% don't always hit? Wow, that guy just won't die. There you go.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
So we have to start dropping things. Or just eating them. That's the typical American approach to that problem. Drop the anti-venom. This reduces stress if we give it a holy water. It can also give us loot, though, if we don't. How much do we care about Robo-Jumper's stress? Not enough. Okay. We would have gotten a lot more out of that if we'd gone with holy water. Let's turn one torch on to walk through the dungeon, avoid a shambler fight. Don't really want a shambler fight here.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
An example of exploitable without being fun is Faster Than Light crystal boarding spam, you would say. Crystal boarding is a little... The thing about Faster Than Light is it's defended from a lot of those things by the fact that it's over in 2 hours. So if you're doing something that's really, really strong, it's going to be over very soon anyway, so it doesn't... It's just not quite as bad as it is in a game which like can last 80 hours or whatever. Darkest Dungeon's a game that you can play for a very long time. Hunger. Hunger. Okay, so we have to get through an obstacle. This dungeon's always laid out the same way. We have dim light for the start of the fight. The only way you can min-max an FDL is idling in a fight where you can't take damage to train evasion and shields. That's the only way you can min-max that's unenjoyable, I would say. There are other perverse incentives in the game as well. Like buying backup batteries so that stores will be more likely to have cloaking in them and stuff like that. Yeah, wait, you said the only way you can min-max an FTL is idling in a fight where you can't take damage to train evasion. Shields, no reasonable person would do that. I guess I'm unreasonable then. That's too bad. I think any reasonable person would do that. Any, like, rational player of the game would do that. It's clearly correct.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
If people aren't trying to optimize for win rate, though, if they're just trying to optimize for personal enjoyment, then sure. It's a pretty boring way to play. Turn these lights off. Wow! The Guardian Knight was behaving in this dungeon. Didn't steal anything from us. The quest is complete. Does this game have meld? Sort of. The way this game does meld is you can turn the lights out to make combat tougher for yourself, and if you do so, you get more loot. But your guys can't see anything anymore, and they're like, "Ooh," and walking around in circles and stuff, you know? Sometimes they just walk into the wall. Whoops! Head injury. The Guardian Knight's a ruins foe, which is pretty nasty. Not what we want. Gear of Aldrich is one of the less appealing. I mean, that's... in terms of effectiveness in the final stages of the game, that's the worst thing you can possibly have, I believe. So that's not great for front and back pants. Front and back pants? You should actually change your name to front and back pants. It's just a much better name. Revo is stressed out against beasts, and RoboJumper has extra damage in the Warrens, another place that there's very little reason to send him, and very little reason
In time, you
to
will
care
know
about.
the tragic extent of my failings.
Let's see who's new. We've got a Lapper. A shield bearer. Let's get SG-2110.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Onto the roster. Who would like to be our shield breaker? Also, do we actually want this Leper? Healer's Gift, Plutomania. I mean, not very much, but you can stand in town for a bit before we dismiss you, I guess. Who wants to be the shield breaker? Oh. Wait, Revo, I already made you a Vestal, though. Huh. Awkward. Black Dove would like to be the shield guy. Sure, let's do it. We get to do one of the time-honored things of Darkest Dungeon now. We get to read what the abilities of this hero are. We have Second Wind, extra damage HP below 50%, and Diurnal gives us -2 speed if Torch is below 26, which is fine, not a huge deal. Let's compare these numbers to other people. I think HP's low, dodge is like average, prod is whatever, speed is above average. I think this damage is above average. And crit chance is pretty good. Let's look at our Highwayman. Our leper. Oh, the damage isn't as high as I thought. The HP is definitely low. Okay, so... Is a woman or a man? Woman? A shield breaker has, like... Basically, the things that stand out are she's slightly above average speed, and otherwise she's pretty normal in terms of base stats. High crit chance, yeah? Okay, she has a very high crit chance as well, which is cool. We have Pierce, which moves her forward. It's available in the first 3 positions and works against ranks 1 and 2. 90 accuracy. It's got a minus modifier on its damage, but plus modifier on its crit, and armor pierces. I don't know what that means. Is the game going to tell me what that means? No? Okay, great. We have Puncture. Works anywhere and moves us forward 1. Bypasses guard. Cool. And it breaks guard. Can't be guarded. 500% base. So I guess you can theoretically fail that if somebody gets their guard high enough or something. I don't know why that says 500% base. And it pulls 2 and gives -2 speed. So I assume that's a debuff and a move. Okay. So I can see how puncturing the back ranks could be nice. Nice. Adder's Kiss blights one of the front 2 guys for 2 points of blight per round. Has a nice crit mod, decent accuracy. Cool. It's useful against like skeletons or something like that. Impale sends us back into AoEs the entire enemy party. So we're moving forwards and backwards very slowly with this hero is what I'm getting. Expose bypasses stealth. Crits received chance plus 8%. So I assume that's a debuff again, and it's making it easier for the person to get crit. And it gives -4 speed, which is a debuff. And I don't know what this D-stealth means. Captivate. A ranged attack. Oh, Puncture is ranged as well. So is Impale. What? Okay. Captivate doesn't move us. It blights for 6 points. Does extra damage against marked. Wait, and it hits as well? So that's a fairly high damage attack, which does extra damage against marked enemies. Serpent Sway self 2 blocks. Buff self 3 speed. Does that mean that you don't get a... What? Okay, I don't know what 2 blocks means. Interesting. So we have Serpent Sway as well. We'll have to bring Black Dove into this dungeon and see what happens.
Shifting, swaying.
We have another Vestal.
Her prey before the final strike.
Vestals are just very reliable and strong early on in the game. Iron Snail can be our Vestal. What is the game that is the most fun and has the least amount of exploitable mechanics that aren't fun? FTL? The reason that I've been playing FTL 12 hours a day recently. Hard No Pause FTL is just an incredibly well-built game. Not reading the camping skills. Oh, I guess we can read the camping skills. They're just not super relevant. But we can read them. Sure. Bricktal. You can be our Arbalist. The Arbalist may never go on a mission. We'll see. What are these camping skills? Encourage, boring. Wound care, boring. Pep talk, boring. Snake eyes, armor piercing. I don't know what armor piercing does. Is that like against prot? It's probably against prot, right? Snakeskin gives us a prot and an HP buff. Cannot be marked for 4 battles. Weird. And Adder's Embrace. Okay, so for the most part, we have, you know, the mediocre standard fare recovery camping skills, and then a few so-so self buffs. Sandstorm is like, I don't know. I can't work out why you would care about that. The stagecoach is empty. Check back after your next quest. All right, we should probably go do that next quest, yeah? Seems like it's about time. So if we want to get through this game as quickly as possible, we have to be going in the longest dungeon possible every week, basically. Our choices are the Solar Crown or the Punishment's Hood. Crests or busts. I think would prefer busts. Probably prefer the Solar Crown as well. So let's go pick this up. Our Vestal's very stressed out right now. Nagati Knight likes to steal things. Robo Jumper's doing fine. I think we'll go like this. Adder's Kiss brings us back. Captivate deals more blight. Front and back pants does not have... Yeah, we'll just go like this and see what happens. Is there some ability you have to avoid because it's self-marking that it might allow? Maybe. Maybe. This game is on sale, standalone, and in a bundle with all DLC on Steam in the Halloween sale, and Crimson Court is also 20% off. That's awesome. So if you guys have not picked up this game yet, now is a good time to do it. I am restless. Alright, we're going to head into a medium ruins. We want to over-equip. I just don't think that, like, saving 200 gold here does anything, honestly. I just don't think it's a big deal. Probably one more holy water even. That's too many shovels. Alright. Beard on Fire Estate.